Today, we're going on the most extreme size comparison nature has ever seen. From the world's mightiest jungle giants to its tiniest green sanctuaries. Let's dive in. Starting with number 5 on our list of the Amazon rainforest's most gigantic sections, the Brazilian Amazon. Covering an absolutely staggering 3.3 million square kilometers, this is the largest single chunk of the Amazon that falls within one country's borders. Brazil holds roughly 60% of the entire Amazon rainforest within its territory, and this portion alone is larger than India. It stretches across 9 Brazilian states, including Amazonas, Pará, and Mato Grosso, weaving through river systems and canopies that have existed for over 55 million years. First formally documented by European explorers in the 16th century, when Francisco de Orellana navigated the Amazon River in 1542, this jungle section is home to more than 40,000 plant species, 1,300 bird species, and an estimated 3 million species of insects. The trees here can grow up to 60 meters tall, forming a canopy so thick that it takes around 10 minutes for rain to reach the forest floor. This is not just a forest, it is a living, breathing world of its own. Coming in at number 4, we step into the Peruvian Amazon, an enormous wilderness spanning approximately 740,000 square kilometers, making it the second largest national share of the Amazon. Peru holds about 13% of the entire rainforest, and what makes this section extraordinary is not just its size, but its incredible biodiversity density. The Peruvian Amazon, tucked against the eastern slopes of the Andes Mountains, contains regions like Laredo, which alone is larger than California. This area was first systematically explored during the 19th century rubber boom, though indigenous communities have called it home for thousands of years. The Peruvian Amazon is considered one of the most biodiverse places on the planet per square kilometer, housing jaguars, giant river otters, pink river dolphins, and over 800 species of fish just in a single river basin. Some corners of the Peruvian Amazon remain so unexplored that scientists still discover new species every single year. At number 3, we enter the Colombian Amazon, a breathtaking expanse covering roughly 403,000 square kilometers in the southern part of the country. Colombia's Amazon territory sits at a unique geographic crossroads where the Andes, the Orinoco Basin, and the Amazon Basin all collide, creating an unmatched mix of ecosystems. The region includes the famous Amacayacu National Park and the legendary town of Leticia, Colombia's only Amazonian city, sitting right at the border with Brazil and Peru. Colombia's Amazon was largely mapped during the 20th century, though many of its indigenous communities, including the Ticuna and the Huitoto peoples, have preserved deep knowledge of this land for generations. This section of the Amazon is particularly known for its extraordinary plant life, including over 1,000 species of orchids and some of the world's most powerful medicinal plants. The rivers here run black with tannins from decaying organic matter, creating the famous dark water river systems that look like flowing ink from above. Number 2 brings us to the Bolivian Amazon, covering an area of approximately 480,000 square kilometers in the northern and eastern parts of Bolivia. What makes Bolivia's Amazon strikingly unique is its extreme elevation range, from high-altitude cloud forests in the Andes foothills to low-lying tropical jungle plains, all considered part of the greater Amazon basin. The Madidi National Park, located within this region and established in 1995, is consistently ranked among the most biodiverse protected areas on Earth, containing over 11,000 plant species, 1,000 bird species, and more than 300 mammal species in one connected landscape. The Bolivian Amazon was a center of ancient civilizations, with recent discoveries revealing that sophisticated pre-Columbian settlements once thrived here, building intricate earthwork structures now being uncovered by modern archaeologists. This jungle holds secrets that humanity is only just beginning to understand. And now, the absolute king, number 1, the Central Amazon Conservation Complex in Brazil. Designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2000 and expanded in 2003, this colossal protected zone spans approximately 6 million hectares, making it the largest protected area in the Amazon and one of the largest tropical protected territories anywhere on the planet. Located in the heart of the Brazilian state of Amazonas, this complex encompasses Jau National Park, Anavilhanas Ecological Station, and several other critical reserves. The region sits at the confluence of two of the Amazon's most dramatic ecosystems, the flooded Igapó forests and the vast terra firma uplands, creating a year-round cycle of flooding and regeneration that no other ecosystem on Earth replicates at this scale. Here live giant arapaima fish that can grow over 2 meters long, Amazonian manatees, giant anteaters, and hundreds of thousands of undocumented species still waiting to be discovered. The trees in this complex store billions of tons of carbon, making this single area one of the most critical climate regulators on the entire planet. This is the green heart of the world, and it is absolutely irreplaceable. Now, we flip the world completely upside down, because if those rainforest giants left you speechless, what comes next will absolutely astonish you. Let's count down the 5 smallest botanical gardens in the world. Starting at number 5, we visit the Jardín Botánico de Soler, nestled in the mountain town of Soler on the Spanish island of Mallorca. Covering just 1.6 hectares, that is roughly the size of 3 football fields, this charming botanical garden was established in 1985 and focuses exclusively on the native flora of the Balearic Islands. Despite its modest footprint, it maintains over 700 plant species, many of which are endemic and endangered. Surrounded by orange groves and the Serra de Tramontana Mountains, this garden is a living conservation project that protects plants found nowhere else in the world. Number 4 takes us to the Conservatory and Botanical Garden of the city of Geneva in Switzerland, specifically its Alpine Garden section, which occupies a mere 1.3 hectares on the shores of Lake Geneva. Established in 1817 and later expanded in 1902, this historic garden manages to house over 16,000 plant species overall, but its compact alpine division is what earns its place among the world's smallest specialized botanical spaces. It focuses on high-altitude plants from the Alps and mountain ranges globally, maintaining delicate ecosystems of tiny flowering plants, mosses, and glacial species that survive only in precisely controlled cold conditions. In one of the world's most elegant cities, this little garden punches enormously above its weight. At number 3, we find the extraordinary Göteborg Botanical Gardens Rock Garden section in Gothenburg, Sweden. While the full botanical garden covers 175 hectares, its celebrated rock garden, a self-contained botanical unit recognized independently, spans just 1.1 hectares. Founded in 1923, this rock garden contains over 5,000 alpine and rock-loving plant species from mountain ranges across 6 continents. The Swedish winters make maintaining such a diverse collection a year-round scientific challenge, and the horticultural expertise required here rivals that of any major research institution in the world. Tiny in scale, but absolutely monumental in scientific significance. Number 2 brings us to Stellenbosch University Botanical Garden in South Africa's Western Cape, clocking in at a remarkably small 1.5 hectares, though its extraordinarily rich species density earns it this spot. Established in 1922 and situated within the Cape Floristic region, one of the world's 6 recognized plant biodiversity hotspots, this garden contains over 800 plant species in a space smaller than 2 city blocks. The Cape Floristic region is home to nearly 9,000 plant species found nowhere else on Earth, and this tiny garden acts as a critical conservation seed bank and research hub for threatened fynbos plants. What this garden lacks in size, it more than compensates for in irreplaceable scientific and conservation value. And finally, number 1. The world's smallest botanical garden, the Giardino dei Semplici in Florence, Italy, also called the Botanical Garden of Florence. Established in 1545 by Cosimo I de' Medici, making it one of the oldest botanical gardens in the entire world, this extraordinary green space covers just 2.3 hectares, barely larger than 2 standard city blocks. But do not let that fool you for even a second. This garden contains over 9,000 plant species, an ancient collection of geological specimens, and centuries of living botanical history within its Renaissance walls. It was originally created to grow medicinal herbs for the University of Florence Medical School, making it a pioneer of modern botanical science. Today, it houses rare cycads estimated to be over 400 years old, towering specimens that have stood in the same soil since before the age of exploration changed our world. Walking through the Giardino dei Semplici is like stepping inside a living museum of human knowledge, all packed into a space you could walk across in under 5 minutes.